Good evening, students. This is our second lecture on the subject Ruby on Rails in the topics of Ruby programming language or Ruby scripting language. So once again, I want to clarify that your syllabus structure is that 80% is Ruby language and 20% is on Ruby on Rails. I personally have completed Ruby and Rails configuration yesterday, and within day or two, I am going to complete the application for which Ruby on Rails is very popular, that I am going to prepare for you to show you a sample. In your lecture schedule, because stipulated time is there, I can show you one or two samples how to create an application using Ruby and Rails. You will find that that is very amazing, except the initial part of configuration. If people understood that one, then everything is very easy. And whatever I have learned and taught you, Ruby is very programming uh, easy language for programmers, that I have personally realized when I have configured the now after configuration, when I have prepared the application for Ruby on Rails. So this is all about other things that that we are going to cover in upcoming days. So now let us get back to our normal programming language topics, such as operators in Ruby. So you know that operators are the symbols that we use to solve any expression. Ruby is also having a rich set of operators. Whatever we are generally we are expecting from any modern programming language, Ruby also provide the same. The most of the operators are actually method calls. For example, a plus b is interpreted by a dot plus b. That where plus is the method and object referenced by the variable is called as b is an argument. So don't be confused in this particular thing, because the output of the expression is going to same as we have experience in other programming language. So it is the language treatment, whatever the personal things are going to happen, that is going to be same. Okay, I will talk about this particular thing. Just give me a minute. So Ruby treat that particular operator as a method. That is the language construct. We need not to dug into detail in that. But for each operator, let us say plus, minus, asterisk. 1 minute, I need to create the internet table. Let us say that there are many other things, greater than, less than, or ampersand, binary, ternary. There are many operators we are going to talk. Let us say there are corresponding form of abbreviated assignment operator, plus equal to, minus equal to, so many other operators are there, and we will be that particular operator will behave and give exact the same result that whatever we are getting in our normal programming uh, operator. So this is the very familiar concept for you all. Still, I will just go through it. The first we are going to learn arithmetic operators. We are assuming here variable 1 holds 10 and variable b, okay, a holds 10 and b holds 20 as a value. Then what the operator will do, that we are giving an example. Okay, so plus is used for do the addition, add value on either side of operator. A plus b will give you 30. So obviously subtraction will give you minus 10, because a is holding value 10, and the lower number, if you are minusing then bigger number, then it will give you minus 10. Multiplication is 200, division will give a division. So modulus will give you a remainder. Okay, so hopefully students, you need to mute yourself when you join. Okay, so modulo give us a reminder. There is one arithmetic operator which generally normally people don't use frequently, is called as exponent, which performs the exponential power, because we cannot type that particular exponent into the normal programming line. So double star is used. So a star star b means a raised to b, which will give 10 to the power of 20. There are some Ruby comparison operator that we will also learn. So assignment operator, which checks the value of two operands, okay, from the either side, if equal or not. If yes, it gives us a boolean value true or false. Not equal to checks the same thing, vice versa. Whether if they are not equal, then it returns a true. Then there is the symbol greater than. Okay, so please mute yourself when you join. There is a greater than. I will forcefully making you on mute. Please, if you are having any doubt or any question, now you have to put in chat box, because now you cannot unmute yourself. So uh, greater than symbol, obviously we know that comparing a is greater than or b or not, again we will get the boolean value. Okay, and less than a symbol. Okay, so next is less than or greater than or equal to, or less than or equal to. This is again going to give us a boolean value, but one is inclusive and one is exclusive. So greater than will find out whether the number is greater than or not, but greater than or equal to find that it can be match or greater than. So two things are going to be checked there. So there is a this operand we have learned. Now this is combined comparison operator. Okay, this is normally generally we don't learn in any programming language. The combined comparison operator returns 0 if the first operand equals to second. Okay, we will get here three values. First one, if variable 1 in variable 2 both are equal, then the result will be 0. The expression will return 1 if the first operand is greater than the second one. Okay, and minus 1 is the first operand is less than the second one. In our case, a is equal to 10 and b is equal to 20, so we are getting minus 1 value. We have assumed for this particular topic that a is equal to 10, b is equal to 20. Then ternary assignment operator. Okay, this is the special operator used by Ruby programming language to test equality within when clause of a case statement. So there is a range already, we have known that 1 to 10. Okay, what their three dots are going to tell you, last lecture में हमने पढ़ा था. If there are two dots, then 1 to 10 inclusive. If there are three dots, only 1 to 9 excluding 10. Okay, if we are going to check this within the case operator, 1 to take a 1 to 10 ka range, and this we are going to use for testing the equality within when clause of a case statement. 1 to 10 equals to 5 returns the true, because within बोला तो क्या होगा, the 5 lies within 1 to 9. यहाँ पे 3 डॉट है, मतलब इस रेंज का इवैल्यूएशन क्या हुआ, 1 to 9. 5 lies within 10. Yes, so that's why it returns true. If now given here 10, it will return false, because यहाँ पे रेंज के बाहर जा रहा है. ट्रिपल डॉट से क्या हो रहा है आप लोगों का एक्स्ट्रा चीज वहां पे कैलकुलेट. वहां पे और एक ऑपरेटर दिया है, डॉट इक्वल क्वेश्चन मार्क. इक्वल मतलब पूरा इक्वल नहीं, EQL is written. This particular expression returns true if the receiver and argument both are same type and equals the value. Okay, so for example, 1 is equals to 1.0 returns true, but 1 dot equals, okay, if we are going to ask a question, 1 dot EQL question mark, that is a false, because they are of different type. Variables holding value 1 only, but one is of integer type and one another is of float type. So this is one new thing in Ruby. Next is equal question. Okay, here we are not using any dot, so directly complete equal word EQAL, and यहाँ पे सिर्फ EQL with dot preceding and question mark. So this particular equation returns true if the receiver and argument have the same object ID. That means if the same class object is accessing the variables, then it will return true. Let us see the example. If A object is duplicate of B object, then A object equal to B object is true. But A dot equal question mark B dot object is false, because both the objects are different for equal and question mark sign. Okay. A equal to A object is true because A object से ही अगर आपने A variable को access किया तो that will return true. So hopefully do you understand this particular thing? Specifically this I will repeat again once. If there are two objects and we are comparing them, that will not return true for this particular equation. But the variable A, okay, is from the same object or same class, and same class का object is asking for comparison, then a dot equal question mark a dot obj is going to return you the true. If you are going to use same class ka different object, that equation is going to be false. So not so much we are going to use it. So that's why I'm just leaving it, because we cannot spare the time on this small examples. We will just go through within a minute on Ruby assignment operator. Here we have to assume that variable holds again the a holds 10 and variable b holds 20. So we can easily understand the examples provided here. Let's talk about operator equal to. This is a simple assignment operator. Okay. In generally while reading we are reading it as equal to, but in generally programming language or mathematical operation, this is the assignment operator which assigns the value from right side operand to the left side operand. General in any program. When we are writing C is equal to A plus B, we will be assigning the value of A plus B into C. The value of A plus B will be assigned to C. So it is always right hand value will be assigned to left hand value. Plus equal to, that is equal to, for example here, C plus equal to A means C is equal to C plus A. So it is a add and assignment operator, add right operand and left operand assigned to the result of left operand. Similarly, minus equal to, similarly multiplication equal to, similarly division equal to. So again modulo equal to, and this is exponent equal to. So I'm not going into detail because you are a PG student, so I'm not spending much time on this particular operand. Obviously, whenever we are going to use in some demo example, I am going to show you some of the changes that we can make with this particular operand. In Ruby, if you want to make a parallel assignment of variables, okay, that is allowed. So this enables multiple variable to initialize with the single line of Ruby code. So A is equal to 10, B is equal to 20, C is equal to 30. Instead of using three lines separately for initializing the Ruby variable, we can write simply a comma b comma c equals to 10 comma 20 comma 30. So as per the precision, as per the priority, as per the sequence, value a will be assigned 10, b will be assigned 20, c will be assigned 30. That is called as parallel assignment, which is little bit different than any other programming language. Generally, what we used to do in other programming language, A is equal to B, then comma, then B is equal to C, then comma, and then C is equal to, let us say, something like that. Okay, so that is very much important. What I will do, I will stop share here, and simultaneously I will share the entire screen so that you can see other examples. Okay, in general programming language, I will just increase the font. What happens? Font. We'll keep that one. The general programming language, how we are going to write, a is equal to 10 comma b is equal to 20 comma c is equal to 30. Okay, and if it is the last declaration, we will put as a terminator. But terminator is not required on any Ruby language, so Ruby language follows the same thing. Okay, like this. So here you can see here. Okay, this statement and this statement is similar, but this is the second statement of Ruby, and this is any normal programming language or any higher level of language. So what is the difference here? Here we are clearly giving indication to compilers what the assignment values are there, but Ruby compiler, or sorry, not Ruby compiler, Ruby interpreter is much more smarter than any other local or let us say recent compilers, that it can directly automatically assume by the assignment values by the sequence. So I'll not save that one. Again, the second thing, it is interesting. A comma B equal to B comma C. The parallel assignment is also useful for swapping the values held in two variables. So initially in your programming days, when you are there in first year, second year, third year, it was a very popular swapping of two numbers. It was a logical. You have to create one temporary variable, then A is equal to B, then B is equal to C, then C is equal to A, like that logic you are going to use. But here the Ruby provides you parallel swapping of the variables. Okay, directly you put two variables. Okay, and then second variable and the third variable, directly a value will be swapped with the second variable, so you can swap the values of first variable. So here the value which is hold in A will be assigned to B, okay, and what value which is hold in B which will be assigned to C. So how is going to be that? Okay, let us say here if you are going to execute that one, this parallel assignment statement. So A is a 10, okay, comma, here it is a 20, then it will be automatically like 10, comma, 20. So you did not to write a, what has happened, A is equal to 10, B is equal to 20, but parallel असाइनमेंट है, पहला दिया है B, तो यहाँ पे A का वैल्यू किसको असाइन हो रहा है, B को. So what is the value of A? 10. 10 will be assigned to B's place. Okay, then B का value is there 20, but here B की जगह पे हमने किसको parallelly assign किया, C को, so 20 will be assigned to the C. So what happens with this particular kind of trick? This saves the time. This the developer, the programmer need not to put the headache in unnecessary logic, because even after we are doing the trick, then what we are getting, swapping of two numbers. And this is a general programming scenario that we can use this particular logic. These are repetitive logic which is already proven it is done. So Ruby provides some shortcuts. These shortcuts make that particular Ruby platform very interesting. What I'm going to tell you, that is not related to this topic, but when we are interacting with the Rail, just fire the two commands and you will get all database related activity done for you, including preparation of HTML page, including input fields, including showing the result, select wala result, including insert ka result, update ka result, delete ka result. Okay, each and everything with only two commands. Okay, within a 10 to 20 minutes, you can write a short database related application. What you have to do? Fire two commands. Obviously, previously you have to do the configuration, but at once only, then you can use that one. Let's come back again to our topic. Ruby bitwise operators. Obviously, not a favorite topic of most of the students. And again, as we are not going to use it in a much deeper context here in this in your syllabus, so we will just have a overlook of Ruby bitwise operator. Here, the bitwise operator works on bits and perform bit by bit operation that we know already. Assume if A is equal to 16, B is equal to 30. Now in binary format, they will be represented. A is equal to 0011. Okay, I'm not going to tell you and ask you about the conversion of that one. But the operation will be performed bitwise. So obviously that there will be binary AND operators. Okay, AN will be given 12, which is another one. Be a binary OR operator, which copies the bit if it exists in either operand. Then binary XOR operation, binary ones complement, binary left shift operator, binary right shift operator. I'm just keeping this particular thing because we are not going to use it in expression, because we are at the higher level of application. We are not going to do our stuff in the binary operator. Why the binary is kept and why the numbers are introduced in any programming language? क्योंकि यूजर को भी वो डिफिकल्ट है समझने के लिए, इसलिए उसको नंबर फॉर्मेट में रिप्रेजेंट करते हैं, और प्रोग्रामर के लिए भी वो याद रखना कैलकुलेशन डिफिकल्ट है. इट इज बेटर हम लोग यूजर को क्या डिस्प्ले करने वाले नंबर. So why should we go into binary? So that doesn't mean we have to skip it, but we should know that these operations are done there. Let us come to the interesting part, Ruby logical operators. Assume variable, again the same thing, A and B. There is a logical operator AND. It is called as logical AND operator. So if the both operands are true, if A and B both the true, then condition becomes true. Or either of the condition, that means either A condition true or B condition true, दोनों में से कोई एक भी हुआ तो भी then true. Called logical AND operator. If the both the operands are non-zero, please remember both the operands are non-zero, then 1 minute I will just annotate so that it will again कहाँ पे कौन सा टॉपिक चल रहा है आप लोगों को पता चलेगा. Okay, if the both the operands are non-zero, then condition becomes true. So A ampersand B is equal to, okay, double ampersand B is equal to true. It's supposed to be non-zero. Okay, then we generally ask for OR operator, but it is also called as logical OR operator. If any of these operands are non-zero, okay, then it becomes true. Here both the operators are required to be non-zero, and here either one of the operator required to be non-zero. not symbol that we are using, that is called as logical not operator. It is used to reverse the logical state. True का false होगा, false का true होगा. So in negation operator इसे बोलते हैं. If condition is true, then logical not operator will make it false. False का true, true का false होगा. Okay. The same operator we can write in Ruby with NOT in the using characters. Still, it will act the same, which is this particular symbol is going. Then we can also use the same thing. So either you can use symbol or either you can use this. This makes no difference. We can use that. Obviously, in either any normal programming language, Ruby is also have single ternary operator, question mark, and the assignment operator. Okay. So when this there is one operator called as ternary operator. It first evaluates the expression for the question mark, and depending on the evaluation of the expression, there are two values can be written by the expression. The expression can return either true or false. So one of the things will be true and one of the things will be false. So if the first it first evaluate the expression for true or false value, then execute one of the two given statement depending upon the result of evaluation. Okay, there is a simple example. If condition is true, then print something, otherwise print something else. Okay, that thing that we are achieving with ternary operator. Ruby range operator. Now in previous example also I told you dot and double dot ka meaning is what. In previous example we have seen triple dot for range. This is the new concept that is generally not found in other programming language. This is called as sequence ranges in Ruby, which are used to create range of successive values, which consist of start value and end value and range value in between. In Ruby, these sequences are created using double dot and triple dot that are called as range operators. The two dot form creates an inclusive range and triple dot जस्ट लास्ट नंबर जो रहेगा रेंज का वो उसको एक्सक्लूड करता है जो सबसे हाई वैल्यू रहेगा. So let us directly go to the example. Double dot वन डॉट डॉट क्रिएट्स द रेंज फ्रॉम 1 to 10. इसमें 1 भी इंक्लूड रहेगा, 10 भी इंक्लूड रहेगा और उसके बीच में के 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 वो भी इंक्लूड रहेंगे. The triple dot on the other hand just exclusive of highest end point. So here 1 to 10 का रेंज है, 10 is highest end point. इसको exclude करके remaining everything will be within this range as earlier we have seen in the previous example. So it will include 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9, not the 10. So 1 to 9 will be there. This is little bit easy in writing the program. Now the new thing, Ruby defined operator, defined question mark. So it is a special operator in Ruby that takes the form of a method call. Okay, you need to just concentrate on this particular topic. Special type of operator that takes the form of method call to determine whether or not pass the expression is defined, whether that evaluated expression is defined or not. It returns the description string of the expression if it is passed or nil if it is isn't defined. There are various uses of defined operator depending upon the situation in the programming, such as defined question mark variable. If the variable is defined, then it will return. So, for example, we have defined a variable foo equal to 42. Then we are writing defined foo, local variable, hey, and define dollar underscore define bar. So obviously, for normal variable, local variable will be the answer. Okay, for foo, it will write you, give you output, local variable, string description if you are going to call in a print statement, then dollar underscore if it is the global variable, and defined bar nil if it is undefined, because bar is not undefined or something that we can say. It depends on, we have only one variable, so that is going to ask. So users to, this is the simple checking of variable. Second use, define a method call. So here we are just checking for whether the variable is exist or not in our coding. लेट अस से मल्टीपल पेज का कोडिंग होगा एक पर्टिकुलर एप्लीकेशन में और अपने को चेक करना है कि सिर्फ फॉर पर्टिकुलर वेरिएबल हमारे पुराने थाउजेंड्स ऑफ लाइंस ऑफ कोड में कहीं पे एग्जिस्ट करता है या नहीं, देन वी कैन यूज डिफाइन. सिमिलरली फॉर मेथड ऑल्सो वी कैन जस्ट मेक श्योर कि वो मेथड एग्जिस्ट है या नहीं, हमारे कोड में वो मेथड अवेलेबल है या नहीं. समटाइम्स व्हाट हैपन, आई विल टेल यू द यूज. कभी कभी क्या होता है, हम लोग एक मेथड लिखते हैं और हमको पता है एडिशन नाम का एक मेथड हमने लिखा है, और हम लोग हमारे कोड में वो बहुत सारा बड़ा कोड हो गया, लेटर से 400-500 लाइन का कोड हो गया, और फिर एंड एंड में हमको उसको एक्सेस करना है, फिर हम लोग एडिशन लिखते हैं। ओके, हम लोग एडिशन लिखते हैं बट वो एक्सेस ही नहीं होता है, जबकि हमारे पास एडिशन का मेथड है। क्या होता है, सिंपल नॉर्मल डेवलपर मिस्टेक, एडिशन का स्पेलिंग मिसस्पेल कर दिया, so what it will return, method not found. So when we making sure with the defined question method call, तो वो बोलेगा मेथड इज नॉट डिफाइंड। देन ऑब्वियसली अगर डिफाइन के बाद भी उसको प्रीवियसली कोड में वो पर्टिकुलर मेथड है या नहीं वो क्लैरिफाई हो जाएगा, तो ऑब्वियसली कहीं पे गड़बड़ है तो कुछ लॉजिकल, और उसमें क्या होता है जब मेथड मिलती नहीं तो फ्रस्ट्रेट हो जाता है प्रोग्रामर, क्यों नहीं है। यहाँ पे अगर रिटर्न आपका फॉल्स आया मतलब सिंपली एक ही मतलब है, आप लोगों ने मिस स्पेल किया, गलत आप लोगों ने स्पेलिंग मिस्टेक किया है। दिस हैपेंस विद द सीनियर प्रोग्रामर आल्सो सो मेनी टाइम्स, बट इट इज अ सिंपल थिंग, यू हैव टू जस्ट चेक वेदर दैट इज एग्जिस्ट और नॉट, और नहीं है तो सिंपली आप लोगों का कहीं पे तुम्हें मिस्टेक हुआ है। तो ऑब्वियसली आप लोग ऐसी मेथड को कॉल करेंगे जिसका नेम आपको लिटिल बिट याद है एटलीस्ट वही। ओके, देन यू हैव टू गो बैक एंड सर्च द प्रॉपर नेम। अगर आप लोगों को सिर्फ स्पेलिंग मिस्टेक चेक करना है तो यू कैन करेक्ट इट देयर ओनली। सो हियर you can check the methods defined puts, so it will give you puts is the method. Defined puts bar, it is nil because bar is not defined here in this block. Defined unpack, nil because not defined here. So puts is the defined method because it is available on any command prompt, git command prompt of the Ruby, or even if you are using Sublime Text Editor with the Ruby installed, directly we can use the put. We need not to write a file to execute the thing. So put is the global thing, global method available for input output operation. Okay, put as. Third use of defined is that this is returned true if method exists that can be called with super defined. Okay, that called with super user. So super user means the class ka super user, or we can say that in inheritance that is also useful. Okay, defined, so method है भी है, and then super, that means it can be called from the super class object if there is a derivation, so that is the inheritance concept. तो डिफाइंड सुपर, सुपर इफ इट कैन बी कॉल्ड, अगर नहीं होता है कुछ आप लोगों का एक्सेसिबिलिटी में, आप लोगों ने उसको क्लास लेवल वेरिएबल बनाया है या क्लास लेवल मेथड बनाया है, इंस्टेंस मेथड बनाया है, तो दैट इज गोइंग टू बी नॉट कॉल्ड। नेक्स्ट इज यूजर्स फोर डिफाइंड yield, it true, it returns true if the code block has been passed or successfully created. So here yield if there is any block passed, if there is no block then it will return true, sorry false. Instead of false it returns nil, sorry my bad. Ruby dot operator and Ruby double colon operators. Previously, this double colon operator was used for pointers in C++ language. Now, let us see what is the use of dot operator and colon operators in Ruby language. In Ruby, actually, we have not learned the modules. That is the next topic. In Ruby, we can call a module method. That means a method which is existed in module. So, before going ahead, I want to clarify on this particular thing. Model means what? Logical grouping of classes just for avoiding the name conflicts in the Ruby. Similar concept is introduced in C++ and C Sharp called as namespace. Namespace is logical grouping of classes. Within the namespace you can have different classes, so that क्या होता है अगर similar type के names अगर classes को रहेंगे तो name clash name conflict हो सकता है bigger level of application में. To avoid that, what they would, one logical more one block is created called as मॉड्यूल। मॉड्यूल के अंदर आप डिफरेंट क्लास रख सकते हो सेपरेटली। तो आपके क्लास कैसे आइडेंटिफाई होंगे, फर्स्ट मॉड्यूल नेम बाय देन क्लास नेम। तो सिमिलरली ये कंसेप्ट सिमिलरली एग्जैक्टली नॉट सिमिलर, थोड़ा प्रोग्रामिंग में डिफरेंस है, बट द कंसेप्ट एग्जीक्यूशन पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू नेम स्पेस एंड मॉड्यूल्स आर सेम here, that we will learn that again when the topic comes. But here to understand that if you are writing some method and you are declaring that method in a different what we can say module by preceding its name with the module's name and period, then and you reference a constant using the module name and two columns. So now here how to access that? If you have created the module, within that our method is defined, so we can call a module method by preceding its name, name of method, module's name, and a dot period. So Also, we can reference a constant using the module name and two colon. So here colon is a unary operator that allows the constant, instance method, class method. That's already I told you, because we are not viewing here the what we are saying access specifier public private protected internet वो concept यहाँ पे किस form में दिया है constant, instance method and class methods that defines the scope and accessibility of the variable or method within the class or module that can be accessed by anywhere outside the class or module. So this is the operator that specifies that that method can be used outside the module. Remember, in Ruby, classes or methods are maybe considered constant because that are again that's so much user defined, but that will be treated similarly like constant. You need to just prefix the double colon operator, name of the constant with the expression, and that will return the appropriate class and model object which can be accessed outside the module and class. Obviously, if no prefix in expression is used, the main object is obviously class object is used by default. So I think example will make this thing very much clear. So there is one variable, Mr. Count 0. Then we have created a module. We have not put any class in that, but Mr. Count 0, and then the similar thing we have increased with what we double colon Mr. Count 1. Now it is global now. Within the module scope, now we have preceded it with double colon. So now it is global count to 1. Then again the same thing, Mr. Count equals to 2, set the local count to 2. So if we are accessing Mr. Count outside the module, module यहाँ पे शुरू हो रहा है, यहाँ पे end हो रहा है, okay? Put Mr. Count within this. It is a global constant. If it's supposed to return you the value 1 only. Because local count आपका 0 and 2 है, global count 1 है. तो अगर आप मॉड्यूल के बाहर उसको एक्सेस कर रहे हो तो आप ग्लोबली एक्सेस कर रहे हो, इसका वैल्यू आएगा 1. So if you are writing puts to, that is the name of your module, then डबल कोलोन देन मिस्टर काउंट, दिस इज लोकल वेरिएबल फू कांस्टेंट, बिकॉज आप कौन सा वैल्यू चेक करना चाहते हो, फू के अंदर का मिस्टर काउंट, फू इज अवर मॉड्यूल नेम. ओके, यू अंडरस्टैंड. So here you are specifically asking interpreter to access the value of Mr. Count नाम का variable within the module. Let us talk about second example. Students, I think I am only the speaker, I am only the speaking person, but still I am expecting your comment. In chat box is enabled. Everybody can see you. You can personally comment me by selecting my name. And please ask the question. Don't hesitate. Here the second example. I will just take a break to just ask you whether you are able to understand the topics or not. Thank you very much for your positive response. Let us talk about second example. So here one variable, it is the name of not constant, but this is the name declared. Constant equal to out there, so we are having a, okay. So constant here with some value of string in single quote. Then we have defined one class. Class का नाम है inside underscore one. देन यहाँ पे वापस से सेम कांस्टेंट हमने डिसाइड किया, जिसमें प्रोक किया. प्रोक मीन्स प्रोसीजर है, मैं आपको बाद में बताऊंगा जब आगे हमारा टॉपिक आएगा. बट यहाँ पे हमने कुछ डिफाइन किया, वन मेथड, वेयर इज माई कांस्टेंट, जस्ट टू टेल यू. एंड हियर वी हैव प्रेसिडेड दैट कांस्टेंट वेरिएबल एंड उसको लिखा है प्लस वैल्यू इनसाइड वन. सो वट एवर इज देयर एज अ वेरिएबल वी हैव रिटर्न ओनली द इनसाइड वन. बट ये कांस्टेंट जो है यहाँ पे क्रिएट किया वो लोकल टू डेफ है. डेफ मीन्स फंक्शन, okay, यहाँ पे. And then that is also within the class inside one. Here class ended. Then we have created another class inside 2. Here also we have defined the same variable constant inside 2, and again we have defined where is the my constant, similar method. So we can use the similar method by the same name, yes, because class is different. So second class में भी हम similar method declare कर सकते हैं. Where is my constant, and here we have just written the constant. So here it is a global for class, so it is available to method because within the class है, तो ये constant का value इस method को available है. So if you are going to access that particular value, put, okay, I'm just making that screen as it is visible, तो सारा चीज देखने में आएगा. Puts inside one dot new where is my constant. So directly we are accessing the variable. If it is constant, you can access. You know the programming concept that the static constant variable of the class can be accessed directly with the name of class. So obviously, so here there are two, three lines of code is keep creating an object and then accessing the object through the object variable directly in single line we have access. This is the class name dot new, and directly we can access the method called as where is my constant. How it is method? Because I know this is the method. What is the name of method? Where is my constant? But which is the one we are calling here? Inside one. The second one we have called inside 2 method. Okay, where is my constant? So what is the difference between calling this method and this method? That is only the differences of this particular double colon operator. So the two output will be there, but when we are going to call third line object, uh, sorry, object double colon constant plus inside two constant, so that will be now here double colon, यहाँ का वैल्यू लिया जाएगा, वहाँ का वैल्यू लिया जाएगा, and what we have used plus operator, both are the string. Plus operator will operate as a concatenation operator, but here both the things are available to you because you are using this colon, because that particular two variable will be globally available to you, because we are asking inside two constant. So यहाँ पे class name से भी वो variable है, और यहाँ पे object constant we are using for any class object. Okay. The next is inside two constant plus constant. So let us say forget about that. I will go into detail. Ruby operator precedence. So what is the operator precedence? In which way, if there are more than one operator in the expression, then which will be evaluated first? The priority of evaluation of symbols in the expression, symbols or operators in the expression is called as operator precedence. Okay. तो फिर से बोल रहा हूँ, एक से ज्यादा ऑपरेटर अगर एक्सप्रेशन में रहते हैं तो पहले कौन सा सॉल्व होगा एक्सप्रेशन में, कौन से ऑपरेटर का पहले कैलकुलेशन होगा, वो ऑपरेटर प्रेसिडेंस है. सो द टॉप प्रायोरिटी इज गिवन टू दिस ऑपरेटर, सो इसलिए मैंने उसको स्किप किया है, बिकॉज दिस मेक्स द पर्टिकुलर वेरिएबल्स एज अ ग्लोबल वन. ओके, दैट इज कॉल्ड एज कांस्टेंट रिजोल्यूशन ऑपरेटर, जो हम लोगों ने यहाँ पे ऊपर के एग्जांपल में दिया, जहाँ जहाँ पे यूज किया उसको हाईएस्ट प्रायोरिटी दिया, पहले ये एक्सेस हुआ, फिर ये एक्सेस हुआ, फिर एडिशन हुआ, कॉन्केटिनेशन और जो भी होगा वो हुआ. देन सेकंड is this particular symbol, that is square bracket, and square bracket equal to, so it is element reference element set, then exponent exponential पहले calculate होगा, then not l, that is called as complement, then unary plus and minus, these are the precedence. Then after multiply divide and modulo, इसका precedence आता है. Then normal addition, here it is a not complement unary operator, अगर unary plus and unary minus with the not and complement we are using, not plus not minus not this one, और complement plus और complement unary, अगर ये combination में आप यूज करते हो तो उसको फर्स्ट प्रेफरेंस रहेगा. लेकिन जनरली नॉर्मल एडिशन जो आप लोग सिंगल हैंड ऑपरेशन कर रहे हो उसका प्रेसिडेंस मल्टीप्लिकेशन डिवीजन और मॉड्यूलो के बाद आएगा. There are another operator right hand left bitwise shift, that is the evaluation. When there will be expression, we will just ask and check whether the expression is evaluated according to this operator precedence, यानी कौन सा प्रायोरिटी से वो एग्जीक्यूट हुआ है या नहीं. So there is bitwise OR operator that comes after the ampersand operator, and remembering this so much of stuff at the same time, at the first time, even you are in first year BSc IT or in MSc IT part 1, that is going to be difficult. When we use it, when we will program it, that is more useful. Unfortunately, we do not have such a time flexibility here to execute each and every concept that I'm going to teach you. And it is expected in your syllabus that you are very well aware about the programming language. Something new, then we will go. So this is a very huge list of operator precedence. Nobody can remember in this particular sequence. So I will just skip it and we will go ahead. Is it executed? Yes. Okay, so toughest topic of the syllabus. Okay, just kidding. That is the simplest topic of the syllabus, Ruby comment. Comments are lines or annotation within Ruby code which are ignored at the runtime. Comments generally used to give a developer or a code more explanation or descriptive status. Why it is required? The general reason is that the comments are explaining about the code module which cannot be expressed because the coding is the machine readable form. वो थोड़ा सा specific language है उसका compiler और interpreter को understand होने के लिए. So to instruct the normal developer what the following code lines are doing in a human readable form, we write the comments. So another part is that even if the developer changes by reading the comment, the developer, the new one, those who are coming in the job, they can also easily understand the code. Or let us say your code is going for inspection for optimization purpose to the somebody else, then that particular other person can also get the meaning of your code lines by reading the comments. Then our part is here how to write the comment. So already when if you're writing something with after hash, that is considered as a comment here. Single line comment के लिए hash we are using, and multi line comment के लिए already we know that equal to begin and equal to end. So here equal to begin, this is the multi-line comment and can span as many as lines you write or write, but equal to begin and equal to end should come in the first line only. यहाँ पे इक्वल टू बिगिन आना चाहिए, यहाँ पे इक्वल टू एंड आना चाहिए, इसके बीच में भी देखो यहाँ पे व्हाट इज द डिफरेंस, ये कमेंट के अंदर भी मैंने इक्वल टू बिगिन लिखा है, तो इक्वल टू बिगिन के बाद इक्वल टू बिगिन लिखा है, तो दिस विल बी नॉट ट्रीटेड एज अ comment, this will be treated as a text because it is after first equal to begin के बाद यहाँ पे आया है. So that is what is written, but equal to begin and equal to end should come in the first line only and equal to end should come at the end. This one will be treated as the starting of comment and this one will be treated as a ending comment, last end equal to, everything within that will be considered as a multi-line comment. So whatever we are writing, output will be only hello Ruby. ये सारा कमेंट है तो ये एग्जीक्यूट नहीं होगा. Okay, make sure trailing comments are far enough from the code and that they are easily distinguished. Okay, trailing comments को जरूरत नहीं, but if more than one trailing comment exists in the block, align them. For example, ट्रेलिंग कमेंट का मतलब क्या होता है कि एक आपने लाइन लिखा और उस लाइन के आगे ही आप कोई कमेंट लिख रहे हो. ओके, तो अगर उसका सीक्वेंस आगे पीछे नहीं होगा तो दैट विल, फर्स्ट थिंग इज रीडेबिलिटी ऑफ योर कोड विल बी लेस, मैच दिखेगा कोड, तो उसको अलाइनमेंट करना चाहिए. जैसे आपने एक यहाँ पे एक वेरिएबल इंस्टेंस वेरिएबल बनाया @काउंटर और उसके आगे आपको कमेंट लिखना है कि ये वेरिएबल किस लिए क्रिएट किया, तो एक पर्टिकुलर टैब और डिस्टेंस के बाद ये रखा गया है हैश कीप ट्रैक टाइम्स. इसे क्या कहेंगे आप लोग, ट्रेलिंग कमेंट, बिकॉज इमीडिएटली आफ्टर डिक्लेरेशन ऑफ वेरिएबल, और यहाँ से हम लोगों का कमेंट शुरू हुआ है, कीप द ट्रैक टाइम पेज पर हिट एंड देन @साइड काउंटर ऑल द पेजेस का हिट. बट यहाँ पे देखो ये अलाइनमेंट है, एक ही लाइन में ये सारी चीजें, तो दिस इज रीडेबल. अगर मैं यहाँ काउंटर का यहाँ पे आर खत्म होते ही हैश लिखता हूँ तो दैट इज नॉट रीडेबल फॉर ट्रेलिंग कमेंट. एंड यूज द ट्रेलिंग कमेंट्स ओनली वेयर देयर इज अ नेसेसरी. Unnecessarily extra comment, trailing comment will make a fuss of your code for reading for the reader. We are going to talk on next topic. I don't know why this is not responding fast. So Ruby if triple dot else case unless, we are going to talk here for next 10 minutes and then we will take a 5 minutes break. Okay, hopefully we are able to finish this phase within a 5 minutes. Ruby offers conditional structure that are pretty common to any modern language, just थोड़ा syntax अलग है. Here we will explain the conditional statement and modifiers available in Ruby. So general Ruby if else statement is simple. If you have to write a condition, if required, then whatever code needs to execute. Then if there is more time, something else we want to execute, then we are going to use if else. But how to write it? Else if, ELS, E नहीं है यहाँ पे, and then conditional, then code. The last one is the proper else, ELSE. Here else if is written ELS if. यहाँ पे E missing है. That might be confusing while if you are having a practice of old general programming language and you are shifting to Ruby. तो जहाँ पे जरूरत है वहीं पे मैं concentrate करके let us say 30-40 seconds ले रहा हूँ, but please understand this. ये छोटी सी चीज है बट जनरली मिस हो जाएंगे. यहाँ पे E नहीं है else if में. ओके If expression are used by is for conditional execution. The values false and nils are obviously false and everything else are true. Notice Ruby uses else if, उसमें लिखा है ELS if, not ELS if, ये ऑलरेडी लिखा है यहाँ पे. और किसी किसी प्रोग्रामिंग लैंग्वेज में elif यूज होता है. आई डो नॉट नो व्हाई दे आर मेकिंग दिस सच चेंजेस, बट वो अपनी अपनी लैंग्वेज का कुछ अलग से दिखना चाहिए शायद, इसीलिए Matsumoto is our hero, Mads, we might have introduced like this. This executes code if the condition is true. The conditional means conditional statement ही है या फिर true. If the code is not true, then code specified in else clause is executed. So I'm not need not to explain you that one. I'll just execute this particular one demo for you, so that we will need not to execute another one. It's taking some little bit time today. Hopefully you are able to see the screen because I shared the screen. Okay, so this is our statement which we are going to execute. X is equal to 1, x is greater than 2, quotes if x is greater than 2, then it's supposed to be true. This is the first evaluation condition, as if without e. Okay, and there is another condition, x is less than or equal to and not equal to, then put x. Let us see, we will get the output fast and we will execute this code. Just waiting for result. Okay, so x is equal to 1. Okay, so I will execute the entire execute statement. Obviously there are three conditions, out of that only one is true because one is if, so obviously it is going to be x is equal to 1, that is going to be true. So it is less than or equal to 2 and not equal to 0, this condition satisfies, so x is equal to 1. So we will go back to our main topic here. Ruby if modifier, code if condition. It executes the code if the condition is true. That is a single line of coding statement. So dollar $debug equal to true. So we can use if in the statement also. That is what is called as Ruby if modifier. Okay. Ruby if modifier. Okay. Just see here. This is the print statement. Put s के जैसे है, line और single line का है. We have written some statement debug if dollar $debug. That means if the dollar $debug variable is existed, that will return true. Then it will print debug. Okay. ओके सॉरी, ओके तो सिस्टम पे ईस्कैन डेटाबेस का अपडेट हो रहा था, दैट्स व्हाई इट वाज रिस्पोंडिंग स्लो, माय बैड, आई नीड टू चेंज द टाइमिंग. So still Ruby unless statement. Okay, now these are the important new thing. Ruby unless statement. The modifier is also important. आप स्टेटमेंट में भी चेक कर सकते हो कि वो है या नहीं पर्टिकुलर वेरिएबल, और डिपेंडिंग ऑन दैट प्रिंट स्टेटमेंट को आप लोग होल्ड कर सकते हो. देन नेक्स्ट इज रूबी अनलेस स्टेटमेंट. हाउ वी आर राइटिंग unless the condition, then do this. So it is just like a loop. It executes the code if conditional is false. Okay, कंडीशन नहीं रहेगा, कंडीशन फॉल्स होगा, तो ये एग्जीक्यूट करता है. न्यू कंस्ट्रक्ट है, जनरली लैंग्वेज में यूज नहीं होता है. ओके, इफ द कंडीशन इज ट्रू, कोड स्पेसिफाइड इन द एल्स क्लॉज विल बी एग्जीक्यूट. कंडीशन ट्रू होगा तो एल्स एग्जीक्यूट होगा, अदरवाइज अनलेस वाला यूज होगा. जस्ट इन्होंने क्या किया, इफ का थोड़ा सा रिवर्स ऑर्डर में किया है, उसको अनलेस स्टेटमेंट से स्टार्ट किया है. तो इंस्टेड ऑफ इफ वी आर यूजिंग अनलेस. इफ में क्या होता है, इफ में कंडीशन ट्रू है तो फर्स्ट ब्लॉक एग्जीक्यूट होता है. अनलेस में क्या होता है, कंडीशन फॉल्स है तो फर्स्ट ब्लॉक एग्जीक्यूट होता है. बोथ इफ एंड अनलेस गोइंग टू एल्स ब्लॉक. इफ फर्स्ट वन, इफ कंडीशन इज नॉट ट्रू देन इट गोज टू एल्स ब्लॉक. अनलेस ब्लॉक का क्या है, इफ कंडीशन इज फॉल्स देन it go, sorry, the condition is true, then it goes to else block. ये थोड़ा उल्टा है, if के उल्टा वो काम करता है. So this is the example. X is equal to 1. So here it was written unless x is greater than equals to 2, then put x is less than 2. Okay. So obviously तो ये कंडीशन फॉल्स है, बट अनलेस का मीनिंग वही है, फॉल्स है तो ये एग्जीक्यूट होगा. Okay, x is not greater than 2. False है तो पहले ये एग्जीक्यूट होगा. That's why we are getting x is less than 2. Ruby unless modifier already been कोड अनलेस कंडीशनल, यहाँ पे हम लोगों ने चेक किया एग्जीक्यूट कोड इफ कंडीशनल इज फॉल्स, वी हैव लर्न दैट। एग्जांपल यहाँ पे वेरिएबल 1 है, अगर आप लोग उसको मॉडिफायर के जैसे यूज करना चाहते हो प्रिंट स्टेटमेंट में तो इस तरीके से इसमें। तो ऑब्वियसली इफ डॉलर वॉर, तो यह क्या होगा, डॉलर वैर एग्जिस्ट है तो ये प्रिंट होगा वैल्यू इज सेट, ओके इट इज सेट। देन फॉर सेकंड स्टेटमेंट अनलेस वैर, बट वैर क्या है, सेट है, और अनलेस क्या है, निगेटिव है, जो है वो नहीं पूछेगा, जो नहीं है वो पूछ रहा है यहाँ पे, सो दैट्स व्हाई इट विल रिटर्न अगेन, दैट विल एग्जीक्यूट एज अ सेकंड वाला विल नॉट एग्जीक्यूट, ओके। एंड प्रिंट 3 वैल्यू सेट अनलेस वैर डॉलर वैर, यहाँ पे प्रिंट 3 नहीं है, कुछ नहीं है, तो यहाँ पे वापस से आएगा। तो सेकंड क्यों स्किप किया है वहाँ पे, बिकॉज वहाँ पे डॉलर वैर नहीं है। यहाँ पे आपने क्या किया, डॉलर वैर को क्या किया, फॉल्स किया, you are just removing the reference, so that means now the dollar value is not available, so that makes the condition false, and whenever the condition is false unless statement execute, that's why it prints the 3 dash dash value is set. Let us talk about Ruby case statement. So switch case के जैसा कैसे यूज होता है यहाँ पे, you have to write the case expression, when expression is there then in the second line expression 2 3 4, and then you can write else code also. Else is here default, there was a default, the last condition which is not matched to any case will be executed in else code. Okay, so here this else Ruby switch uses or compares the expression specified by the case statement and which will be specified when using the ternary assignment operator sometimes within, and execute the code of the when clause which is match that particular specified case. The expression specified by the when clause is evaluated as the left operand. If no when class match, case execute the code of else clause. Obviously, इसे डिफॉल्ट कंडीशन हम लोग बोलते हैं जनरल प्रोग्रामिंग लैंग्वेज में। यहाँ पे इंस्टेड ऑफ इंट्रोड्यूसिंग न्यू कीवर्ड डिफॉल्ट, उसकी जगह पे क्या यूज किया है, एल्स कोड, जो ऑलरेडी हमारे पास है। So when statements expression is separated from the code by reserved word, then new line or a semicolon, okay? So obviously आप लोग उसको न्यू को दे सकते हो या फिर सेमिकोलन दे सकते हो, because you want to check the multiple conditions for that particular case statement. So how we are going to get that one, we can use comma, okay, न्यू लाइन और सेमिकोलन। अगर आप लोगों को सेपरेटली लिखना है तो यहाँ पे जस्ट एक एग्जांपल दिया है, केस एक्सप्रेशन व्हेन एक्सप्रेशन 1 एक्सप्रेशन 2 दोनों मैच होता है तो स्टेटमेंट 1 आएगा, व्हेन एक्सप्रेशन 3 एक्सप्रेशन 4 स्टेटमेंट 2 आएगा, देन else statement 3 आएगा. So that is basically similar to some another code which is the short one example, which is equally we can compare it with this particular float box. Okay, some case statement expression 0 is expression equals to tmp, और ये और है, दोनों में से कोई एक होना चाहिए, और this one equals to tmp, then we execute the statement 1, आइदर एक्सप्रेशन 3 मैच हो रहा है या 4 मैच हो रहा है तो एग्जीक्यूट एक्सप्रेशन 2 obviously. So here instead of giving any something special something, directly we are putting the comma, and this will be evaluated here, no need to write a full-fledged condition. That is the benefit of Ruby, but obviously you need to use the examples. So we are going to execute this live code here. Okay, let us see how it goes. So $age is equal to 5 here. Okay, then our case is checking the age. So when 0 dot dot 2, so this is the range we have created 0 to 2. So here do 2 dots है हर जगह पे, so it is including of 0 1 and 2, so it will put baby if that condition matches, but our value is 2. Okay, then our value is 3 to 6, obviously यहाँ पे 3 to 6 है तो यहाँ पे 5 included है, तो it will return a little child. 7 to 12 puts a child, then okay, I'll just make it 5. Let us see what happens. Okay, I'll execute that one. Okay, we have got the adult one. Tell me what is that? How that result has been there? ओके बिफोर ब्रेक 5 मिनट का हम लोग स्टार्ट करें, मुझे आपको कुछ क्वेश्चन पूछना है सो दैट आप लोग मुझे बता सकते हैं कि, और आप लोग मेक श्योर कर सकते हैं कि आप लोग सुन रहे हैं या नहीं सुन रहे. व्हाई वी गॉट दिस आउटपुट? स्टूडेंट टेल मी. बहुत सिंपल क्वेश्चन है. आप सब लोगों ने स्विच के स्टेटमेंट देखा है. हेलो, शुड आई कॉल द नेम्स? कैन एनीवन टेल मी व्हाई दिस पर्टिकुलर इज देयर? व्हाई नॉट दिस? यस आदित्य.
Sir, please repeat your question.
माय क्वेश्चन इज दैट हाउ वी बॉट दिस वन अडल्ट. ये क्यों आया है, जरा एक्सप्लेन करेंगे प्रोसीजर. स्विच केस है जनरल.
Sir,
Yes, yes,
sir,
yes.
because in second case there is 3 dot, so 5 has been excluded. So
Okay.
that's why it's went to else.
चलो थैंक यू. कम
It
से
does
कम.
not satisfy.
Yes, yes. So that's why next statement is calculated. Okay. So because then no other case is matched. 7 to 12, 13 to 18, इसमें वो 5 आता ही नहीं है. No other case is matched. That's why it executes sudden. ये एक डॉट मैंने जानबूझ के डाला था ताकि पिछला कंसेप्ट आपको याद है या नहीं याद. दैट आई वांट टू मेक श्योर. थैंक यू सो मच फॉर योर कमेंट. होपफुली अदर स्टूडेंट्स है, बिकॉज ये छोटी छोटी चीज़ें है लेकिन प्रोग्रामिंग में आपको हेल्प करेगी. आदित्य, आई विल आस्क यू क्वेश्चन ऑन द नेक्स्ट टाइम. राइट नाउ, as our earlier discussion, can you give me a little strategic break for 2-3 minutes so that I can drink water and come again with you?
Yes, sir.
Is it okay, student? 2-3 minutes, because continuation में थोड़ा सा brain होता है. Okay? Just give me a 2 minutes. Or if you are working on the laptop or someone can also mobile, please open this particular method and you can execute and do some work. अल्टरेशन करो, जैसे मैंने एक डॉट बढ़ा के कंफ्यूज करने का कोशिश किया है. दैट यू कैन सी. यहाँ पे मैंने एक डॉट इसलिए बढ़ाया था बिकॉज दैट एक्सक्लूड्स द 5. इफ नो वेयर 5 इज फाउंड देन ऑब्वियसली लास्ट वाला विल बी रिटर्न. दिस एक्ट्स एज अ दिस एल्स एक्ट्स एज अ डिफॉल्ट केस फॉर दिस स्टेटमेंट. इजी है, अंडरस्टैंडेबल है, बट रूबी लैंग्वेज है. एज पर योर सिलेबस वी आर गोइंग थ्रू इट. ओके. सो एग्जैक्टली आफ्टर 3 minutes we will start again. So our next topic is Ruby loops. So iterators, in other words, we are calling it. Loops in Ruby are used to execute same block of code in specified number of times, sometimes without condition, sometimes with a condition. So let us start with Ruby while statement, general programming languages. So we should finish this as early as possible. Let us talk about the syntax. We have to write keyword while, and then we have to give condition to do whatever we want to do till the condition is true, and then end. This particular code block executes when the condition is true. A while loop conditional is separated from code by the reserved word do as new line backslash. So how to write here? Do is sometimes optional, but how to write that? For example, $I is equal to 0, dollar number is equal to 5. So while $I is less than dollar number, पाँच से जब तक I कम है तब तक do what? Put here inside loop and just print $I. So here, if you remember, what is this? This is the expression statement. Within the string, if you want to print an expression or use the variable, then hash dollar. Nah, dollar is why? Because that is a global variable which is declared. So that's why dollar we have used. Okay. So that is one thing. Then this is the second thing. So I'll just, and here we have incremented the variable. Let us see the live demo and I'll just make few changes. Again, I want your attention because what I want to know, because previous कुछ एक changes हमने बोले थे वो हम लोग आप लोगों को याद है या नहीं. So I will modify the program little bit and then I will ask you a question, you need to answer. This is the simple thing. Hopefully आ गया. Very good. So we are using here something. Okay, so we have created two variables and we are just checking nothing but I have made some changes and I want to execute this. Okay, why there is an error? Can anyone tell me? Okay, let us read the error. Unidentified method bracket for nil in class, no method error. Why this is happening? Can anyone tell me? There are two variables and we are checking just the variable. What is happening here? Students, जो मैं आप लोगों को ऑलरेडी कंसेप्ट पढ़ा चुका हूँ उसी पे मैं पूछ रहा हूँ. You are finding it difficult? Okay. So I will make it simple for you. First thing, स्कोप स्टेटमेंट, वेरिएबल स्कोप हमने देखा था. तो इंस्टेंस वेरिएबल रहते हैं, ग्लोबल वेरिएबल रहते हैं, देन अदर वेरिएबल्स रहते हैं. बिकॉज आई हैव मेड द चेंजेस इन, you have used only one arrow. Where? Here. Okay, I will use two arrow. Are you sure? Okay, I am making the changes. Wait, student, it is just okay. Now I am executing. Still there is a error. Still there is a error. That is not the problem. Problem is with variable declaration. Okay. So यहाँ पे एक्सेस स्पेसिफायर नहीं है स्टूडेंट्स. यहाँ पे एक्सेस स्पेसिफायर नहीं है, पब्लिक प्राइवेट प्रोटेक्टेड नहीं. उसकी जगह पे the symbol which preceded before the variable which decide the scope of variable. You need to understand what I did. What I change here, यहाँ के I के सामने का डॉलर साइन मैंने निकाल दिया, यहाँ के सामने का डॉलर साइन मैंने निकाल दिया. ओके, सो नाउ what I will do, actually यहाँ पे लिखा कुछ और है but error कुछ है. Now I will just assign this one. You can see here there is that dollar sign. अच्छा ये 4 के ऊपर है. Then this is the one. And now we will, okay, यहाँ पे condition मुझे change करना था, that I'll do because previously. Okay, 1 minute. थोड़ा slow चल रहा है, do not know why today. मेरा आवाज तो क्लियर आ रहा होगा, इतना sufficient है. Just give me a second. It should not take such a time. But फिर भी now you can see here I have executed that a second time now. So there is no problem with this one. The problem is with variable accessibility. यहाँ पे डॉलर अगर मैंने हटा दिया तो यहाँ पे मैं डॉलर से उसको एक्सेस नहीं कर सकता हूँ. बिकॉज ये डॉलर का मतलब होता है ये वेरिएबल ग्लोबल है, इसका स्कोप ग्लोबल है. तो ये मैं किसी वेरिएबल के अंदर यहाँ पे भी यूज कर सकता हूँ. इफ आई एम रिमूविंग दिस डॉलर, 1 minute. Okay, if I am removing this particular dollar, then I need to remove it from here also, and here also, and then here also, and then we have to try again. This might give you again error, not the value. Why there is a problem? Now tell me. अभी सब कुछ ओके है. इनसाइड लूप स्टेटमेंट क्लियर हो गया, मतलब वेरिएबल का जो डिक्लेरेशन था उसमें प्रॉब्लम नहीं है. यहाँ पे कहाँ पे प्रॉब्लम है? Should I proceed with the explanation because the time ज़्यादा ले रहा है, but sometimes we need to do this kind of activity. Okay, I have got some response. Okay, put test में क्या है बेटा? Shruti, can you tell me? Okay, you can unmute yourself, you can talk. Okay, what is there in put test?
Dollar.
Okay.
Dollar I hash.
So what I should do? Dollar निकाल दूँ?
Yes.
Okay, I have done that one. You can see here, and still I am executing. You will not get the result.
It will be like as a comment.
No, it is not comment. Listen better. Comment will be this.
So,
Yes, tell me.
so,
Yes.
so first what we did is we initialize, मतलब जो हम लोग ने डॉलर लिखा था वो while डॉलर आए less than dollar num लिखा था ना. Then we removed overall the dollar from overall. But now again, what if we initialize it dollar I equals to 0 की जगह and dollar num equals to 5? ऐसा करे तो?
नो बेटा, मेरा पॉइंट यहाँ पे आप लोग कहाँ पे दिख रहे हैं? ओके, आई एम नॉट आस्किंग
Sir,
रियली वाइल टॉपिक पढ़ रहे हैं, बट वाइल आई एम नॉट आस्किंग यू. प्रीवियसली मैंने आपको इनसाइड द स्टेटमेंट के लिए कुछ सिंटैक्स बताया था. दैट आई वांट टू आइडेंटिफाई how to get these things done. If there is a global variable, you have to write $I. If you want to have the value of I here within the string, this is the string, double quote ka, and this particular I is supposed to be executed as per the value or as per the variable or as per the expression. And this is the normal variable now, not a global variable, not a instance variable. So how it can be executed?
sir, actually, it can start. Right now, it is not. They are global variables, and right now, since they're global, so that time it was a global variable. That is why it was coming inside the loop. But this time, since it's not a global variable, that is why it's not coming in the loop.
Okay, so actually what happened, I think I might have put the question in wrong way. यहाँ पे वो चीज नहीं है, यहाँ पे syntactical problem है, syntactical problem है. If you want to access the variable within the string, it has to be with value. We have accessed the here, what is that? It becomes the part of string. सब green हो गया, ये editor भी आप लोगों को बता रहा है. If you want to use it as a variable, okay, so that we have to put in curly brackets. And now if I execute this particular statement, you will get the thing. Okay, totally wrong हुआ. मैंने ये आपको पहले पढ़ाया था पिछले लेक्चर में, लास्ट लेक्चर में ये पढ़ाया था कि इनसाइड द स्ट्रिंग अगर हमको लिखना है तो किस तरीके से लिखते हैं. हैश अगर ग्लोबल वेरिएबल रहेगा तो यहाँ पे क्या आएगा? $I. ओके, इंस्टेंस वेरिएबल रहेगा तो क्या आएगा? #I. ओके, अगर ये नॉर्मल वेरिएबल रहेगा तो उसको हम लोगों को करली ब्रैकेट्स में लिखना पड़ेगा. So let us try to convert this as a instance variable. Okay, so now obviously I have to use instance here, I have to use instance here, then I have to use here also instance variable. ये स्कोप है, वेरिएबल का स्कोप है, आपने किस तरीके का वेरिएबल डिफाइन किया है. तो उसी तरीके से अगर आपको उसका वैल्यू एक्सेस करना पड़ेगा तो विद इन द स्ट्रिंग अगर आपको एक्सप्रेशन इवैल्यूएट करना है तो यू हैव टू यूज दिस. This will execute now? Yes or no? Okay, this will not execute because this is not there. Okay, because हम लोगों को अगर इंस्टेंस वेरिएबल क्रिएट करना रहेगा तो विद इन द क्लास और वेरिएबल मेथड के अंदर करना रहता है. So this will not execute here, though even if we are writing here instance I. तो इसके लिए मुझे क्या करना पड़ेगा? एक्चुअली पहला मेथड क्रिएट करना पड़ेगा डेप, और डेप में फिर मुझे डेप में मुझे फिर वो वहाँ पे एग्जीक्यूट करना पड़ेगा. सो हियर यू कैन सी हियर. ओके, नाउ हियर एग्जीक्यूट किया. अभी ये कोड ब्लॉक को, ये यूजर बिन रूबी का कोड ब्लॉक है. अभी हम लोगों ने क्या किया? सबको इंस्टेंस वेरिएबल किया. तो ये यहाँ पे स्कोप डिफाइन हो गया. इसका एक फाइल का स्कोप है. व्हाट इज द नेम ऑफ फाइल? main.rb. सो वी कैन क्रिएट द इंस्टेंस इन main.rb बिकॉज फाइल इज डिफाइंड हियर. कमांड प्रॉम्प्ट पे आप करते हो तो यू कैन नॉट क्रिएट द इंस्टेंस variable, but this is under the main.rb file. So we have created the instance and I have to access that particular variable. You will get the result. Do you understand now? Here if I want to use the what I'm saying now, डॉलर करेंगे तो क्या होगा? सारे वेरिएबल्स को मुझे डॉलर करना पड़ेगा. जो मैं एक्सेस कर रहा हूँ उसका यूज करना पड़ेगा. नाउ I will change this as an instance variable. I will change, okay, I need to do it a global one. So I will change the, okay, let us see. I'll change the instance variable. The number I am putting as a global variable. जस्ट यहाँ पे मैंने आपको सिंटेक्स है, विद इन द स्ट्रिंग आपको जानना है तो उसको उसी तरीके से करना पड़ेगा. ये इंस्टेंस वेरिएबल है इसलिए $I. अगर ग्लोबल वेरिएबल रहेगा, सॉरी ग्लोबल वेरिएबल रहेगा तो $I. इंस्टेंस वेरिएबल रहेगा तो $I. Did you got my point? Unnecessarily we are spending the time. We need to go to next topic. कुछ समझा बेटा ये कैसे है? यहाँ पे कैसे लिखना है विद इन द स्ट्रिंग? You are on mute again.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
ये मैंने कल के लेक्चर में पढ़ाया था. अगर आप लोगों को याद नहीं रहेगा तो दैट इज वेरी अनफॉर्चुनेट फॉर मी. Okay, now we are going to do that one. So already we have seen the example. Prove a while modifier, obviously. Code while condition, or we can write begin a code and while and then condition. So that is just the do while ka ulta, while do. Execute the code with condition is true if the while modifier follows the begin statement with no rescue or ensure clause. Code is executed once before the condition is event. इसे हम लोग जनरल प्रोग्रामिंग लैंग्वेज में डू वाइल बोलते हैं. ओके, तो यहाँ पे डू वाइल यूज नहीं होता है. बिगिन एंड जो हमको श्योर शॉट एग्जीक्यूट करना है वो हम लोग बिगिन में लिखते हैं एंड देन वाइल प्रोसीड करते हैं. It is exactly similar to do while construct in other programming language. Still, if you want to know, there is a syntactical change. $I is equal to 0, $num equal to 5. Begin, put s inside the loop in $I plus 1. So this statement will execute at least once. At least once. But obviously हमारा condition है while $I is less than or equal to number. So that's why this is going to execute for 5 times. So let us have this particular demo again, but I'm not going to ask you any question. I'm going to make my own changes. I should not have that or close that particular thing because it takes time to load. So this is how we are going to execute. It is going to give us the same similar result that previous is there. Now I will make some changes. Now I will make the number 5 ko 1. So what is there? So we'll check kitna dar hota hai. Okay, 0. Then I am making it 0. So $I is equal to 0, $num is equal to 0. That I'm going to make sure. I'm just waiting for compiler to, for interpreter to respond, or this particular editor to respond. Okay, now I'm putting here 0 and I'll execute one. So what is happening here? While $I is less than number. अभी number क्या है? 0. I क्या है? 0. So is the condition is true? No. Are you listening that? Condition is not true because दोनों same है, दोनों equal है, कोई less than नहीं है. फिर भी एक बार print हो रहा है. So that is the do string. Begin puts, okay? इसलिए वो execute हो रहा है. इसका value एक बार. तो at least once का जो scenario है वो यहाँ पे हो रहा है. Okay? Let's go through the next topic. Prove a until statement. It executes the code while condition is false, like unless statement in if. Here in looping there is a until statement. It executes code while the condition is false. So condition false है तब तक ये execute करते रहेगा. And the second while is that when condition is true, that while execute until उसका उल्टा करता है. Condition false जब तक है तब तक वो execute करता है till the condition is set true. An until statement conditional is separated from the code by the reserved word do or new line or semicolon. So here we can see here $I is equal to 0, $num is equal to 5. So until we are talking until $I is greater than num. So greater than num कब होगा वो? $I जब I का वैल्यू 5 से ज्यादा हो जाएगा, I का वैल्यू 6 तक जाएगा, तब ये कंडीशन ट्रू होगा. तब तक कंडीशन क्या है? फॉल्स है. और until का मतलब क्या है? जब तक कंडीशन फॉल्स है तब तक एग्जीक्यूट करो. तो इट पुट अस, पहला प्रिंट करता है, पहला आता है 0 1 2 3 4 एंड 5 तक आता है. 5 तक प्रिंट करता है. जब जैसे I का वैल्यू 6 होता है, व्हाट विल हैपन? कंडीशन इज बिकम ट्रू. ट्रू हो गया तो until will not execute and it will end. It just acts exactly opposite to while. While कब execute होता है? जब condition true है. Until कब जब होता है? जब तक condition false है तब तक execute होता है. And when it will stop? While stops when the condition is false. Until stops when the condition is true. So this is little bit advantage is taken. Little bit advantage is taken to in what we are saying Ruby programming language to exploit the behavioral things of that particular if and while clause here in the programming context. That is not done by the very smart people like .NET, C# inventor or other people. The Yukihiro Matsumoto, who is the inventor of this particular language, he has exploited the skills of the programming languages itself. अगर वो एक कंडीशन का एक स्टेटमेंट उसने बनाया, एक ट्रू के बाद वो कंडीशन जब तक फॉल्स नहीं होता है तब तक एग्जीक्यूट हो सकता है, तो उसका एग्जैक्टली अपोजिट भी हो सकता है. Why to this kind of stuff? Sometimes it happens that many a time condition is false and we need to depend on till the time condition is true. We need to do the repetitive work. Then this time until statement becomes a handy. Instead of putting into while and do and checking other thing, it is very useful construct. Okay. Just a 5-second break. Here, hopefully you understood this particular topic. So we are going to move ahead with the next conditional clause. Ruby until modifier. So within the string or something we need to use like that. Code until condition, you know that when the condition is false until block executes, or we can write something like begin code until condition. So if you want something is true, then that's supposed to be executed at once, exactly opposite to do while. Okay, पहला क्या है, until जो है वो कैसे यूज करता है, exactly opposite while होता है, लेकिन do until जो रहेगा वो modifier जो रहेगा वो exactly opposite do while रहेगा. It executes code while conditional is false, and until modifier follows the begin statement with no rescue or ensure the classes. Code is executed once before the conditional is evaluated. So what is happening here in the code? We can see in the output here, I is equal to 0, number equal to 5, then we are going to print it. But this is the begin. Okay, so at least once this is supposed to execute, but until $I supposed to be greater than $5, this is continuously going to be executed. So obviously when I will make this particular number 0, then again only one this will execute. This is the similar stuff, similarly like do while. अगर हम until में negate भी करते हैं तो भी एक बार condition use होगा. If you are using this thing that usually we do in our other programming language in do while statement, but it is against that. यहाँ पे condition false है तब तक वो execute होगा because we are using until. Ruby for statement, for loop, very popular loop in other programming language, which is referred here as a for statement. So we have to write first initialize the variable, then we can initialize multiple variable, then we have to use keyword in, and then expression for evaluation, and then similarly like do whatever code we want to print. So there is a difference in writing for in Ruby, such as we have to write for I in 0.5, that means 0 to 5 ka range, then put as value of local variable is hash. You can see here curly brackets is used because I is a local variable, similarly like our previous example. I think you got this one. बाकी प्रोग्रामिंग लैंग्वेज में कैसे होता है, जैसे सी में %d लिखना पड़ता है स्टेटमेंट के अंदर, यहाँ पे आप लोग क्या करते हो, विद इन द स्ट्रिंग दिस एक्सप्रेशन वी आर यूजिंग आफ्टर हैश एंड स्पेशल सिंबल कॉम्बिनेशन. So obviously this is going to print from 0 to 5, totally 6 statement will be executed. So again the syntax, for के बाद variable, maybe one or multiple, then in, and then condition or range for iteration. The for loop, triple dot loops is almost exactly equivalent to the following code. Okay, expression, each, do, variable, second, code, and then. Except for the for loop doesn't create new scope for the local variable, that whatever local variable created with the a variable, that variable is available to that loop only, that is not accessible outside the thing. That is purely a local variable for loop. A for loop expression is separated from the code by reserved word do on a new line or a semicolon. So here what we are going to do, so for example वो do जो हमने ये 0 to 5 का range दिया, dot each do, okay, then in our condition we have set or puts value of local variable I. This will produce the same similar result till the 5 because it is just the double loop. Now dot each do, again once we will have a loop in for loop, almost exactly do the following, each do. So instead of using that one confusing one, we will use the Ruby, we will move ahead using Ruby break statement. So what do we use a break here in programming language? To terminate most the internal loop. If the some certain condition or situation met, then we may want to terminate the. It terminates the method with an associate block, and if called within the block with the method returning nil. So if you are using a loop, so it terminates the loop. If you are using in a method, that will also stop the execution of completely calling that method. So it is here for I in 0 to 5. So obviously including 5 है. So if I is greater than 2, then break. So obviously it will 0, 1, 2 रहेगा, greater than होगा, उसके बाद में break रहेगा, complete नहीं रहेगा. So generally, when I was learning the programming language, then I have asked one question to my teacher. I'm not going to say what is the reply. I have asked one question to my teacher. If we know and if we want to iterate the loop only till the condition is 2, then why we are giving the range 0 to 5? Do you understand? That was my question. अगर हमको ज़रूरत ही नहीं है, सॉरी थोड़ा इंटरनेट प्रॉब्लम है, I'll just check with. Now my question was to my teacher कि अगर हम लोगों को पता है कि हम लोगों को I का ज़रूरत है, ओके, बिकॉज तभी बेटा प्रॉब्लम था, इंटरनेट थोड़ा स्लो था इसलिए आवाज ब्रेक हो रहा था. नाउ आई थिंक कुणाल वॉइस इज क्लियर. यस कुणाल और नीड टू. ओके नाउ अगेन थर्ड टाइम आई एम रिपीटिंग बिकॉज यहाँ पे मुझे एक क्वेश्चन था जो मैं आपसे सिर्फ शेयर करना चाहता हूँ, बिकॉज सिर्फ टीचिंग नहीं होना चाहिए. अगर हमको पता है कि हम लोगों का आई का वैल्यू ग्रेटर देन 2 तक ही रुकना है, तो यहाँ पे 0 to 5 रेंज क्यों दिया? दैट वाज माय क्वेश्चन. तो आप लोग सोच सकते हो कि टीचर ने क्या आंसर दिया रहेगा और आप लोग अपने आप से हिसाब लगा लो कि आप मेरा क्वेश्चन सही है या नहीं. ओके, so my question really was in technical term, if you want to use a break, so instead of break just give here the range 2 only, don't use any break, because we know that हमको सिर्फ ये कंडीशन तक ही लिखना है, so we need not to use this if also. Okay, so I'll give you that particular thing in live demo. What I'm trying to say मैं आप लोगों को लाइव डेमो में एग्जीक्यूट करके दिखा रहा हूँ. Okay? मेरा क्वेश्चन था कि हमको इसको अगर सॉरी इधर का कंपाइलर है, इसको भी मैं लीव कर रहा हूँ. ओके, व्हाट वाज माय क्वेश्चन? इफ आई एग्जीक्यूट दिस पर्टिकुलर कोड इट गिव्स मी 0 1 2. ओके, so what is my question? If we know that because we are writing the code, okay, and we are not going to restrict, so I will put here 0 to 2 and then I will not use this one, all the things, these 3 lines. Then I'll execute the statement. I'm having the same result. Because while we are doing the programming, programmer needs to decide. So I'm just sorry to थोड़ा सा टाइम ले लिया आपको डिस्कशन के लिए. प्रोग्रामर को पता है उसको अपने स्ट्रेंथ्स क्या है, वीकनेस क्या है. देयर इज अ यस ब्रेक स्टेटमेंट बना है एज अ कीवर्ड, उसका यूज किया है. बट इफ यू प्रीवियसली नो दैट आफ्टर 2 स्टेटमेंट वी आर गोइंग टू ब्रेक, सो फर्स्ट हैंड में उसको यूज ही मत करो. डायरेक्टली आपका कंडीशनल रेंज ही 2 तक दो, ताकि अननेसेसरीली कोड ऐड नहीं करना चाहिए. एक्चुअली दैट इज नॉट एग्जैक्ट यूज ऑफ ब्रेक. ब्रेक इज यूज इन वेरी एक्सट्रीम कंडीशन एंड सिचुएशन, दैट इज वेरी वेरी रेयर. अगर मेमोरी लूप कंप्लीट हो रहा है, मेमोरी फुल हो रहा है, उस केस में ब्रेक यूज होना चाहिए. बट यहाँ पे जो एग्जांपल बताया काफी सिंपल बताया. दैट इज नॉट द पर्पस ऑफ ब्रेक, बट लेट अस से आई हैव शोन यू द ब्रेक के मुझे बताने की जरूरत नहीं. बट यहाँ पे कंडीशन जब तक होता है तब तक, और ब्रेक के बाद ये कंडीशन नहीं मीट हो रहा है इसलिए ब्रेक हो जाएगा. 0 1 2 आएगा, 3 और 4 5 जो एग्जीक्यूट होने वाला था वो नहीं होगा. Then another important or simple thing is next statement. This is also one of the C type go to wala statement. In C language previously it was go to, that jumps from next iteration of the most internal loop. This terminates the execution of a block if called within the block with yield or call returning nil. So that means whatever where we have mentioned that will just terminate the thing, and but it will not terminate the overall thing. It will jumps out of the current iteration and it will be continuing to execution of block which will be the next one. So we will see here, this is the same example, this is the same break statement, but instead of break we have used next. So here this particular loop is exited here. Okay, so what is that? If I is less than or equal to 2, तब तक के लिए कुछ हम लोग पुट नहीं कर रहे. Value of variable is I, then it is going to put. So value of local variable is 2 3 4 5. So 0 1 यहाँ पे skip हुआ है. Again I am reading the statement. It jumps to the next iteration of most internal loop. क्या हुआ पहली बार जब एग्जीक्यूट हुआ, व्हाट वाज द वैल्यू ऑफ दिस वन, व्हाई 0 and 1 is not printed here? So that's I'm going to explain here. I का वैल्यू क्या है, स्टार्टिंग में 6 नहीं है, बेटे ऊपर था, आई थिंक 0 1 से शुरू कर रहा है, ओके। तो जब I 0 1 आता है वो कंडीशन ट्रू होता है, लेकिन वो नीचे नहीं जा रहा है, वो नीचे नहीं जा रहा है बिकॉज क्या लिखा है, नेक्स्ट स्टेटमेंट बोला है, ओके। तो नेक्स्ट स्टेटमेंट में जा रहा है, तो ऑब्वियसली नेक्स्ट स्टेटमेंट में जा रहा है, यहाँ से वो एग्जिट हो गया, वो पुट वाला प्रिंट यहाँ पे प्रिंट नहीं करेगा, फिर से लूप में जा रहा है, फिर से बाहर आकर, ठीक है, फिर से उसका 1 हो गया, इंक्रीमेंटल काउंटर फॉर में ऑटोमेटिकली इंक्रीमेंटल काउंटर आता है, फिर से वो नेक्स्ट यहाँ पे किया तो दिस कीप्स दिस वन, ओके। ये नेक्स्ट की वजह से क्या हो रहा है, ये स्कीप हो रहा है, ब्रेक की वजह से तो आउट ऑफ लूप आ रहा है, लेकिन यहाँ पे क्या हो रहा है, नेक्स्ट ब्लॉक स्कीप हो रहा है यहाँ पे, ओके। और नेक्स्ट मतलब फॉर का नेक्स्ट इटरेशन यहाँ पे आ गई। So when it is a 2, then if is I is greater than less than 2, then that obviously succeeded, then it puts the variable I 2 3 4 5, okay। तब फिर ये ब्लॉक ही एग्जीक्यूट नहीं होगा बिकॉज कंडीशन इज फॉल्स। नेक्स्ट इज रूबी रीडू स्टेटमेंट। रीडू रिस्टार्ट द इटरेशन ऑफ द मोस्ट इंटरनल लूप, जो सबसे ओके क्रिटिकल थिंग है, ये वर्डिंग्स पे ध्यान देना। मोस्ट इंटरनल लूप जो उस पर्टिकुलर कोड ब्लॉक के अंदर का जो उसका लूप रहेगा, बिकॉज फॉर के अंदर अगर आपने दूसरा इफ लिखा है तो वो क्या होता है, फॉर का एक ब्लॉक हो गया और फॉर के अंदर इफ का एक ब्लॉक हो गया। so it restart the iteration of most internal loop without checking the loop condition, so that is much more important to have a pondering on it. Without checking the loop condition, it restarts yield or a call if called within the block. So let us see the example, we will come to know. For I is equal to 0, if I is less than or equal to 2, then puts value of the local variable is what, then redo, okay। So what is happening here, it restarts the iteration। most inner part क्या है, यही inner part है, if वाला part inner part है, for वाला part outer part है। without checking the loop condition, ये loop का जो range है उसको कुछ लेना देना नहीं। it restart the yield or called within the block, this will produce following result and go to into infinite loop। क्या हो रहा है यहाँ पे, रीडू बोला है आपने, कंडीशन का कोई लेना देना नहीं, मोस्ट इनर ब्लॉक क्या है, यही प्रिंट करेगा, रीडू रीडू रीडू, this will go into infinite loop। why we are using that, that is again going to be extreme condition if we are going to use। अगर infinite loop में जा रहा है तो उसका use क्या हो रहा है, that is a point of discussion, but that is the programming construct that we have to learn। a Ruby retry statement, if retry appears in the rescue clause मतलब जो evaluation होता है वो clause जहाँ पे हम लोग उसका increment करते हैं या increment stop करते हैं of the begin expression, it restarts from the beginning of begin body। for example, begin we have written something, do something, okay, then rescue। so similarly like exception, if something is not happening then we are rescuing, then handle something, then we are retrying something, then again retry बोला तो फिर से कहाँ से शुरू करेगा, start से करेगा। if retry appears in the iterator block or the body of the for expression, it restarts the invocation of the iterator call argument that iterator must be re-evaluated। so how it is going to happen, for example, for I in 1 to 5 range, retry if some condition, यहाँ पे कुछ कंडीशन देंगे, आई थिंक बेटर है हम लोग एग्जांपल पे जंप करते हैं। it restarts from I is equals to 1 again। for example, I is in 0 to 5, retry if I is equal to, if I is equal to greater than, sorry, I is greater than 2। तो पहला इवेल्युएट होता है, पुट करता है, तो आप लोगों का 0 1 2 आएगा, नेक्स्ट टाइम पे वैल्यू क्या होगा, 3 आया, तो हम लोगों ने फिर से क्या बोला है, retry if that is 3 है, तो फिर से 1 2 1 2 1 2 आएगा, बट अगेन ये हमेशा 1 2 1 2 ही रहेगा, तो दैट विल अगेन गो टू इनफाइनाइट लूप। So that's why we are stopping here, we are not executing because we do not want to see the retry। क्या हो रहा है, ये कंडीशन पहला दो स्टेटमेंट प्रिंट होने के बाद ट्रू होने वाली है, तो वो रिट्राई करेगा, वापस से रिट्राई करेगा, फिर से 0 से चालू होगा, फिर से 1 से चालू होगा, ओके 1 2 1 2, अगर आप लोगों ने प्लस मॉडिफायर यूज किया है तो। फॉर में नेक्स्ट सब्सिक्वेंट इटरेटर लेते हैं, दैट्स व्हाई इट इज नॉट 0। इफ I is initialized to 0, then it is a reference different thing। I'm not sure whether we are able to complete this stuff today or not, but we need to learn the Ruby methods. So, okay, Ruby method. I'll just go through that one. Obviously, it is going to take a time. So what I'll do, meanwhile, I'll tell you that I have created one. I'll stop sharing of this particular screen. We are stopping the topics to learn here. Okay. But I want to just show you that what I did for you for Ruby on Rails continuation. So I'm going to stop the screen and I'm going to share another screen. I'm just opening that particular thing in the background so that you will have a particular download available for your access. So I'll just open that thing because meanwhile, let us say after 3-4 days, you need to access the variable. So I think most of the people might having desktop machine or particular laptop at their home. Yes, students.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so in that regards, I have created one folder from where you have to download the software because it is very required that when we are going to learn or something about Ruby on Rails, so configuration must be important one. Okay, so for that I have created one. I'll just check कि वो कौन से particular drive पे है Ruby. I'll just check the folder and then I'll share. It is not there in this particular mail ID. I'll check another mail ID. Okay, first thing you need to create download this software, but again and again do not install because it has a very specific sequence to install that particular software. Okay, so I'll just give me a minute so that I will show you that particular software and then you can conclude the lecture. Okay. There are folders and then I'm just checking the Ruby. I think I have not shared the screen because that is my personal, that are my personal name. Not sure अगर यहाँ पे नहीं है तो कहाँ पे है. Just a minute. I think this is my last try. Otherwise, we will go for another step. Sure that I have uploaded it, but I am not able to find out. Okay, I'll just check in my all recent documents. Ruby on Rails. Next one. Recent. The next recent. Okay, unfortunately मुझे वो मैंने अपलोड किया है, but I am not sure कि मेरा कहाँ पे मेरे ड्राइव पे कौन से फोल्डर में अपलोड हुआ है. That I am not able to locate. Yesterday itself I have done that one. Not getting that one. How is that possible? Okay, still I will show you the softwares required. And what I will do, I will put a link in your group so that you will be accessing that. So I will share the screen and I will again explain what we need to do again. Already मैंने किया था. Hopefully you are able to see the screen. I have created the application, but you can see काफी बड़ा application होता है, बहुत सारा dependencies होता है. You can see there are many files. Okay? So I'm not going to mess with that one because that is very configurative things. And then Ruby Rail का एक particular software से. So I am going to share this particular folder, Ruby installer, Rail installer, Git, then Node installer, then Sublime Text Editor जो मैंने आप लोगों को पिछली बार बताया था. Then there is a requirement of this software. I will just try to sort by them type. So type से आ जाएगा. Okay. Git, Rail installer, Ruby installer, Sublime Text, ये total exe files हैं. And then you also require a Node and Yarn. So total 6 software we have to install. Why I am showing this? Because लोग रेल एमवीसी आर्किटेक्चर इंस्टॉल करते हैं तो डिपेंडेंसी काफी ज्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट रहता है. मैंने पिछले लेक्चर में भी आपको एक्सप्लेन किया. वर्जन नंबर्स अगर कॉन्फ्लिक्ट हो गए, 32 बिट अगर 64 बिट अगर कॉन्फ़िगर हो गए तो बहुत डिफिकल्ट आता है. प्लस जब मैं आपको लिंक शेयर करूंगा तो आपको सिर्फ एक श्योर करना है कि आप सिर्फ सॉफ्टवेयर रेडी रखो डाउनलोड करने के बाद. देन आई विल शो यू वन वीडियो ऑफ 10 to 20 मिनट्स. उसी सीक्वेंस में, इन द सेम सीक्वेंस, यू हैव टू install and execute the software. That is very much important. If you are going to try to install the yarn, that is not going to install directly. It will ask you for another dependency. और फिर आप लोग अगर ऑनलाइन उसको क्लिक करते गए तो different set of software आएगा. What is the difference here? The major thing is about Ruby on Rails is the configuration thing. Only Ruby install करना है तो that is a single scripting language. There is no problem. But if you want to have that fun stuff we are talking about, why Ruby and Rail is the popular platform for developing a popular sites such as Twitter and so many other sites, because that gives you immense flexibility of developing your components. So here, these are having one sequence. इसका एक ही पार्ट है, वो कॉन्फ़िगरेशन प्रॉपर होना चाहिए. एक भी वर्जन इधर उधर हो गया तो दैट विल नॉट एग्जीक्यूट. डिपेंडेंसी फेल हो गया, लाइब्रेरी फेल हो गया तो दैट विल नॉट एग्जीक्यूट. So that's why you have to follow strictly the steps given by me or taught by me or shown by me to you. Sequence of software is also same. Sequence of installing software is also same. Here there is one Rail installer supposed to be there. Okay. So that's what I'm trying to say. ये मैं आपको आज ही कर देता हूँ, but I'm not able to search that.
मम्मी, मेरा पहला वाला वो किधर है जो फट गया था? वो राबाया जो फट गया था वो किधर रख?
Aisha, your audio is on. So till that time, I will just give you one thing. Software, I will just check. I have uploaded each and everything. I do not know. I'm not able to find it. Okay, I'm not getting that one. So I'll just provide you the attendance. Thank you so very much, students, for patiently listening to today's lecture. But still, I'm not ending the lecture here. Okay, we will have a discussion on what we have learned in short. Okay. So what I will do, I will share the Google Drive ka link. You all need to just download and keep in one folder. Please do not install the software that I am sending because it has the sequence. Okay. Until that particular sequence is not properly executed, then you are not able to configure that particular software. So that is what my one thing. Okay. Then now you can leave, no issues. If you have any question, please ask me. इट इज ओपन ऑलरेडी. मैं थोड़ा सा आज इंटरेक्शन अच्छा हुआ, बेटर है, आप लोग रिस्पॉन्ड करते हो. और अच्छे से प्लान करके और नेक्स्ट लेक्चर लेंगे बिकॉज आई नीड टू जस्ट कैलकुलेट कि कैसे करना है. बट आपके सिलेबस का एम होना चाहिए था रेल का, बट एक्चुअली रूबी का ही सिलेबस ज़्यादा है. यू हैव डू यू ऑल्सो माइट हैविंग द सिलेबस ना? यस स्टूडेंट्स?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, thank you students. We will continue from the next topic, methods, from the next lecture. You can leave the lecture now. Thank you so much.